Okay, hold on.
Okay, now you're on.
Okay, here
Yeah, I
I
didn't disable.
am.
So you're on. So Megan, could you turn off your video and your sound? Okay, so are you ready? This one
Yes.
is Oscar.
Yes.
Oh,
Start?
start.
Okay, great. So, Rosaura, since we've been working together, you've been able to really share a lot of feelings and emotions that I really appreciate you being able to open up to me. And those are very valid feelings. But how do you think we can really move away from those feelings that you've shared into something a little bit more positive? What are you thinking about?
I hear someone else in the background.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, sorry about that. I think right now, the most positive thing that would help me move towards that feeling would just be continuing to journal more, write down how I feel. That's been very helpful. And I've also spoke with my oldest son since then. And we've been actually communicating and going out into the community and just enjoying each other's company again. So that's been pretty helpful. But
Okay.
it's just every now and then I still go back to that feeling.
Right. And I'm very glad to hear that you've been able to pick up on some of the things that we talked about last time, journaling, and it sounds like your relationship with your oldest son is getting better. Tell me a little bit about some of those, happy emotions from when Ruben was alive and those happy places. What are some of those moments that you've really cherished?
Well, I cherish just about every moment, but I would say maybe the birthdays. It was just a good time for him, and he enjoyed it because we always did something different each year. And I knew that he suffered from, anxiety, so I would always make him comfortable. So those moments always made me happy because I knew he was comfortable and I didn't have to worry about him worrying. So those times, and even the Sunday dinners that I would cook, where we would enjoy my cooking, and my son would he would help me. So those are the times that I also cherish the most, the family time, the quality time.
That's great to hear. And, birthdays do come around yearly. And I'm sure that when his birthday comes around, it's going to bring back some memories.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Since then, it's always, but it's getting easier as time go by, I can say.
Okay. What you mentioned that every year you guys used to do something different. Is there anything in particular that you can think about that really, you really enjoyed, having that time with him that maybe you can think about replicating this year? We don't want to replace any of those feelings, but how can we replicate those happy moments to replace it with your current feelings and emotions?
We would go to the park and play soccer. That was normally like a typical thing he would just like to do, and we would bring cake and ice cream and balloons and decorate the community center. So that would possibly be something that I could replicate and maybe try with James, my oldest son.
Okay.
But that's all that comes to mind right now.
Right. And no, I think that's a very good idea. And there's people that, honor their loved ones in different ways. And it sounds that birthdays is something that you really truly remember, from the time that you guys were able to spend together. And your oldest son, it sounds to me that he is willing to support you, and you guys have really built on the relationship. Do you think at the next birthday, how do you think you guys can maybe do something in his honor to remember him?
Definitely. We've started to talk about it, but it's always a touchy topic for him as well as me. So I haven't thought too much into it, but I don't think it would would hurt. I think it would be actually a happy moment for the both of us, to just enjoy and remember Ruben for who he was.
Right. And it sounds like, it's something that your son may be open to it.
Okay, so let's stop right there. Thank you very much, Oscar and Tyler. And again, reminding you to write down skill that you just heard, and we'll be processing it at the end. So the next group, Oscar also, Ross just emailed me